Even though only about 1 to 5% of the population can be considered true narcissists, when people cross paths with one, it is usually an eye-opening experience to say the least. That's because narcissists are excellent at gaslighting tactics, and spending an extended period of time with these people can result in something referred to as the narcissistic abuse cycle. Today's video will be different from anything else you've seen on the topic, since we aren't just going to show you how to recognize the stages of the abuse cycle, but also how to break out of it once and for all. Number 10. Breaking away from the lies. Most people fall into a trap with narcissists because they trust that the person means what they are saying. When it comes to a person with this kind of personality, though, taking what they say at face value is just about the worst thing you can do. Narcissists think of social interactions as a kind of game, and they try to win that game by being as interesting as possible to the people around them. These people want to be the center of attention at all costs, and they shouldn't be that hard to spot if you take a step back and analyze them from afar. While your instinct may be to go along with their lies or just plain ignore them, this won't usually end that well. Narcissists will push things as far as they can get away with. So if you want to cut out the lies and exaggeration, all you have to do is question them on something absurd that they happen to have said. This will make them very defensive, sure, but it will also firmly let them know that you aren't buying what they are selling. Number 9. Don't let them put you on a pedestal. When you first meet a narcissist, they'll probably seem pretty nice. They may seem a little high-strung or a bit much, but they'll most likely be pretty complimentary of you. This is what's known as the idealization stage, and it's one of the first stages of narcissistic abuse cycle that you will be exposed to. During this stage, the person will talk very highly of you, and may even probe for more information about your interests, sense of style, or something like that. While it may seem mean-spirited, in most cases the narcissist generally believes that you are everything they are making you out to be, and the praise can feel pretty good to hear. Unfortunately, nobody will ever live up to the insane expectations that the narcissist has, which is why you're better off shutting it down before it can evolve. If you feel like the person is putting you on a pedestal or trying to turn a small gesture into a big deal, you should be honest and tell them that you're uncomfortable. If you are misreading the situation, you can both clear the air a bit, and if your suspicions are correct, then the narcissist probably won't be bothering you anymore. Number 8. Don't give an inch. The idealization phase is usually the time where things are easiest to stop in their tracks, which is why it's important to keep an eye out for red flags early into a friendship or relationship. On top of being complimented a lot and just generally feeling like the center of the other person's world, you may start to notice that they are very persistent in spending time with you. While this can be a sweet gesture, the narcissist is basically love-bombing you into moving faster than you probably should. For those of you who don't know, love-bombing is a common term used to describe a person who makes frequent or big gestures to make up for or hide their otherwise poor behavior. In this case, the narcissist could be trying to push you into making a commitment before you're ready and putting you in a more uncomfortable position to make you easier to manipulate. Just like in a regular relationship, the best course of action if you spot this behavior is to communicate some rules or boundaries so that you aren't getting pressured unnecessarily. Number 7. Remember your worth. While the idealization stage may not seem that tough or upsetting, things rapidly deteriorate from there. Once a narcissist feels that they have you fully hooked, their mask slowly begins to lift and reveal the ugliness they have been hiding. This stage is known as the devaluation stage, and it's when the manipulation really starts to become visible. In order to keep you close to them, this person will begin to make remarks that insult your appearance, interests, friends, and really anything that will make you upset. The goal here is to make you feel like you don't deserve better than them, and achieving this will make you easier to control and follow what they say. If your friendship suddenly shifts from a positive one to something toxic and manipulative like this, your best bet is to try to remember your worth. Telling yourself that you don't deserve to be bullied or talked down to will help you stand up to your abuser and can make leaving much easier. Number 6. Stand up for your friends. One of the things that almost every narcissist will try to do is separate you from your friends and family. Having a strong support system is great because it can eliminate uncertainty and give you the chance to lean on multiple people when life gets challenging. Because of this, your friends and family pose a significant threat to the narcissist in your life, as they can quickly gang up on them. If you feel like a person in your life is trying to isolate you, it's important to stand up not just for yourself, but also for your friends. Keeping a united front is the only way that you can all stand up to those who want to divide and conquer, so it's really important that you don't let people speak poorly of them. If you are dealing with a narcissist and you shut them down when they try to gossip or talk poorly of a friend or coworker, don't agree with them. Instead, asking them to repeat what they said or openly disagreeing can send a clear signal that your time on the abuse cycle is through. By the way, make sure to subscribe if you've learned something new today. Number 5. Don't make excuses for them. It's important not to hold on to the past, especially when their actions are hurting you. While you may find it easy to justify the abuse, all you are doing is feeding into the cycle by making excuses for the abuser. In situations such as this, it's important to realize that the person is showing you who they are, and the person you believe them to be was just an act. It can be embarrassing to accept this, but trying to salvage a relationship with a person who has been lying to you about who they are is not going to do anything but cause more hurt. Sometimes, admitting that things aren't working is a lot better in the long run than waiting around with the hope that they suddenly turn back into what you thought they were. Number 4. When they pull away, let them go. After the devaluation stage comes the discard stage, which occurs after the narcissist has had enough of you. Since a narcissist doesn't truly feel empathy, they use relationships to get a steady supply of validation and attention. When they get bored of you, or if they feel like things are getting too hard, they will begin to pull away. By this point in the cycle, you probably feel pretty tired, but it can be hurtful to be discarded suddenly nonetheless. When this happens, it's natural to try to hold on to the relationship, especially if you haven't fully figured out how they have been manipulating you. Narcissists can be pretty sudden when they decide they have lost interest, but this is actually a good thing. Let them go and prepare yourself for what comes next. Number 3. Don't get drawn into their games. While it can be a great relief to finally get the narcissist out of your life, things don't just end there. Because the narcissist no longer sees you as interesting, they are now likely to make you the object of their anger or frustration. Expect them to gossip about you and even try to turn others against you. Narcissists can be really nasty people sometimes, and if you can believe it, they may actually feel betrayed that you didn't turn out to be as perfect as they made you out to be. The best thing to do here is to either stand up for yourself if they are attacking you publicly, or to just ignore it and wait for them to move on. If you are calm and cool about everything, nobody is going to believe them over you. Number 2. Resist the backslide. The final stage of the narcissistic abuse cycle is called the Hoover stage. Like the name suggests, this stage occurs when the narcissist attempts to suck you back into their life again. If you were to accept this offer, the cycle would repeat once again, with the narcissist trying to manipulate you into doing what they want once again. When they come up to you, they may apologize and try to make things right, but this is mostly an act. Narcissists are sometimes able to convince people to come back because they've essentially isolated them from all of their friends. If you find yourself in this situation and don't know what to do, try to recruit your friends for help or make it clear to the narcissist that things are over for good. Number 1. Don't fall for nostalgia. The Hoover stage can be really bizarre, and it often involves the narcissist trying to manipulate you into a feeling of nostalgia for how things once were. They may even promise that things will be like how they were in the beginning. Don't forget everything that this person put you through, though, and resist being drawn into situations where you reminisce. And if you like this video, then check out these related videos to see more. And make sure to like this video to let the algorithm know you'd like to see more videos like these.